Cool. My parakeets, go! So when I was 5, I used to live with my grandparents. My grandmother and I would take walks around our apartment. One day, when we were walking through the park, we ran into a street vendor selling parakeets on the street. We bought 2 parakeets, one boy parakeet and one girl parakeet, to keep each other company. When we took the birds home, it was quickly apparent that the female parakeet did not like the male parakeet. Whenever he tried to get close to her, she kept pecking at him. A couple weeks after we brought the parakeets home, we found the boy parakeet dead at the bottom of the cage. He had a little puddle of fluid next to his head. My grandparents convinced me that the female parakeet didn't want to be kept in the cage and convinced me to set her free. And I convinced my grandparents to keep the bird cage on their balcony in case she ever wanted to come back. A couple years ago, I was home in China visiting my grandparents, and I was in the car with my grandfather. He brought up the parakeets, and this was the first time I had ever heard him mention it. He said he felt terrible for weeks after the whole situation because he couldn't take care of both of the birds. When I said I remembered the parakeets, he quizzed me for several minutes before believing me because he didn't think I remembered anything from that age. My mom and I stopped living with my grandparents when I was around 6, and I think in their minds, my brain capacity froze at that age. The distance between my grandfather and I spans decades and oceans and languages, and realistically, the distance will never be closed. But it was really nice to know that we could feel shitty about the same birds for a while. It's been over 20 years since we set that parakeet free, and it, like my grandmother, have assuredly passed. To this day, my grandfather still lives in the apartment he shared with my grandmother for so many decades, and on their balcony, the bird cage is still there, just in case.
128!